Good evening and welcome back to One TV News with me, Esma. Now with the news. Gautam Adani with a net worth of 11.6 lakh crore has replaced Mukesh Ambani as the wealthiest individual in India according to the 2024 Hurun India Rich List. India saw a new billionaire emerge every 5 days last year with a 29% increase in billionaires, reaching a record to 334. The youngest on the list is Kalvaya Vohra, age 21, of Zepto, followed by Adit Palicha, age 22. Shah Rukh Khan also made his debut due to the rising value of the IPL team, Kolkata Knight Riders. The Ambani family and the most valuable family business at 25.75 lakh crore, followed by the Balaji family at 7.13 lakh crore and the Birlas at 5.39 lakh crore. Although the Adani family's value is listed at 15.44 lakh crore, it does not appear in the main list due to being the first generation entity. The Oroposh virus, known for causing deadly sloth fever, has recently spread from South America to Europe and the US, originally discovered in Trinidad and Tobago. It is transmitted by midges and mosquitoes and has been found in sloths, which serve as a reservoir. Symptoms include fever, headaches, muscle pain, and severe cases can involve bleeding and brain inflammation. Although fatal cases are rare, recent deaths in Brazil have raised concerns and there is evidence of potential fetal transmission. With no vaccine or specific treatment available, the virus has led to over 8,000 cases in South America and 19 cases in Europe. Vigilance and international cooperation are crucial as health officials work to manage and control the outbreak. The Delhi High Court criticized Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, former Wrestling Federation of India president and BJP leader, for attempting to quash the trial court's proceedings and his sex harassment case after charges were framed. Justice Neena Bhansal denounced Singh's plea as an inappropriate and untimely attempt to disrupt the trial, asserting the challenges should have been made before the trial began. Singh has argued that the investigation was biased and relatory. The case, initiated after Supreme Court intervention, involves charges of sexual harassment, intimidation and outraging modesty. The next hearing is scheduled for September 26th.
प्रथम दृष्टया आज कोर्ट ने चार्ज फ्रेम किया है। चार्जशीट पहले लगी थी, मैंने उसे प्रोटेस्ट किया था, जिसे कोर्ट ने नहीं माना और एक केस को छोड़ करके बाकी केस में उन्होंने चार्ज फ्रेम किया है। मुझे न्यायपालिका के निर्णय का मैं स्वागत करता हूं और अब मेरे लिए रास्ते खुल गए, क्योंकि जब चार्ज पर आप अपनी बात रखते हैं तो कोई सबूत, कोई गवाह, कोई साक्ष्य आप अलग से नहीं रख सकते हैं। जो पुलिस ने चार्ज में लगाया है उसी के इर्द गिर्द आपको रहना पड़ता है और न्यायपालिका के निर्णय का स्वागत है। ऑप्शन खुले हैं, इस प्रकरण को फेस किया जाएगा।
ऑप्शन खुले मतलब आप आगे कोर्ट।
South Korean singer Taeil, a member of K-pop band NCT, has officially left the group following accusations related to a sexual crime. SM Entertainment confirmed his departure, citing the seriousness of the allegations and the ongoing legal investigation. Taeil, whose real name is Moon Taeil, has not publicly condemned on the charges but is cooperating with the police. The Bangbei police station in Seoul is managing the inquiry with limited details released to the public. Taeil's exit impacts NCT's known for its global success and the investigation continues. SM Entertainment will provide updates as the situation evolves. Skydiving continues to inspire with remarkable achievements that push boundaries and highlight diverse human experiences. Manet Bailey at 102 set a record as Britain's oldest skydiver, demonstrating that age is no barrier to adventure. Other notable feats include Chris Parks and his groomsmen setting a Guinness World Record for the largest wedding party skydive, and Luke Akin's historic jump from 25,000 feet without a parachute. Lloyd Martin with Down syndrome achieved his charity skydive dream, while Jitin Vijayan set multiple records including a high altitude jump with a flag. Additionally, Sam Sairaki solved a Rubik's Cube in free fall, blending speed cubing with skydiving. This accomplishment underscores the boundless nature of human achievement and inspire others to pursue their dreams.
Whatever happens, don't give up until you're forced.
Right, Callum. Right, on Callum's here, we're going to... That's really good. That's spot on, okay?
According to Regional Passport Office's public notice, due to technical reasons, the Passport Service Portal will undergo technical maintenance from August 29, 2024 to September 2, 2024. Therefore, appointments booked from August 30, 2024 will be rescheduled. SMS notifications will be sent to inform individuals of their new rescheduled dates. Applicants are requested to visit the Passport Office on the rescheduled dates as per the SMS instructions. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar issued a public apology after a statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj installed last year collapsed, stirring cultural and political concerns. Pawar expressed regret to the people of Maharashtra and promised action against those responsible, including officials and contractors. Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis described the collapse as unfortunate and called for a thorough investigation by the Navy, which has begun. He also criticized opposition figures for politicizing the incident and clarified that the statue's installation was not a statue government project but managed by the Navy.
मी याबद्दल महाराष्ट्रातल्या 13 कोटी जनतेची माफी मागतो की युगपुरुष छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज हे आपल्या सगळ्यांचं दैवत आहे आणि त्या दैवताचा पुतळा त्या पद्धतीने असा वर्षाच्या आत त्या पद्धतीने ते नादुरुस्त होणं किंवा पडणं हे सगळ्यांना धक्का देणारी बाब आहे.
President Draupadi Murmu expressed profound anguish over the rape and murder of trainee doctor at RG Kaur Medical College in Kolkata, which has sparked nationwide protest by doctors. In her statement, Women's Safety, Enough is Enough, Murmu condemned the brutal crime and criticized the societal mindset that devalues women. She highlights the need for serious reform, recalling the Nirbhaya case and urging a shift from collective amnesia to proactive measures for women's safety. Murmu called on society to address its failures and prevent such atrocities. Sara Rehnuma, a 32-year-old TV journalist from Ghazi TV, was found dead in Dhaka's Hatiri Jheel Lake on Wednesday. Discovered by pedestrians, she was pronounced dead at Dhaka Medical College Hospital. Her death, deemed an attack on freedom of expression by Sajeev Wazid Joy, has sparked controversy. Rehnuma had hinted at personal issues and despair of her final Facebook post, and reports indicate she was struggling with clinical depression. Her death has led to speculation and calls for investigation. That's all for today. Be connected for more updates with me, Esma. Thank you.